very, very happy Easter to everyone. Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. It is Easter Sunday, and I thought I'd just share a few thoughts with you on this day. I was challenged today in looking at one of the readings. It would be a reading that would be read in an evening service or a mass, according to the lectionary anyway, and it's the account of those walking with Jesus on the road to Emmaus, Cleopas and the other companion. And I was just struck by how beautiful that story is. There's nothing really profound, but I wonder what it shares with us and offers us during this Easter of 2023. It's a beautiful story. Two people, companions, walking on a road, quite a long journey, and they met by what is to them a stranger. It's Jesus, and Jesus definitely knew them, and they knew Jesus, but they didn't recognize him. I'm not sure why. Did Jesus appear different? Did he look different? I don't think that's really too material. I think the true fact is that you and I, in our journey, wherever we're going, we tend to be so focused on the things that are happening, sometimes even so much the religious things that are happening around us, that we forget to look for Christ in the journey. And I'd like to focus on that today, that at this Easter, maybe we should be focusing on the one that the journey is really about, and that is Christ. They're walking down this road, and this person asks them what they're talking about. This person is Jesus. And they kind of say, well, are you a stranger from here? Are you visiting? Are you the only person in this entire area that doesn't know what's going on? And they begin to talk about the story of Jesus of Nazareth. And Jesus chats to them a little, and he begins to open up the scriptures, it says, tell them about what is spoken of in the prophets and spoken of him, Christ, what is to come, and the entire story of the good news, the gospel. And they're totally unaware in this whole time of who they're speaking to and who's speaking to them. But there's something really special and wonderful that's happening. The gospel is being unraveled to them. The good news is being shared with them. Christ himself is opening himself totally to them. They are receiving God in that very moment, and they're totally oblivious to it. And I want to maybe challenge you and I today, is that not maybe a little bit of our story, that as we travel through and journey through what we call life, very often Christ, who is with us and is unraveling the journey and the true story, we're totally oblivious to his presence. And I want to challenge you and I to be like Cleopas and his companion. I just want to share two verses. I think it's two verses. As they approached the village to which they were going, Jesus continued on as if he was going further. But they urged him strongly, "Stay with us, for it's nearly evening. The day is almost over." And so he went in to stay with them. When he was at the table with them, he took bread, he gave thanks, he broke it, and he began to give it to them. Then their eyes were opened, and they recognized him, and he disappeared from their sight. Isn't that beautiful? How when he broke bread, when they sat down and they had communion together, and we share communion, we break bread in so many different ways. Many of us will be breaking bread with family and with friends today. As we do that, I pray that our eyes will be opened to the reality that Christ is with us. He's not in a cave. He's not in a tomb. He's not in a church. He's not in a Bible, not stuck there anyway. Christ is on that road with you and I. Through the good moments, the bad moments, the tears, the laughter, the celebration, you name it. Christ is journeying. We might not know it. We might not see it, but Christ is there. And so my prayer is that you and I would open our spirits, our minds, our spiritual ears and our spiritual hearts, that in every situation of that journey, maybe not to Emmaus, but the journey of life, that we may be open to the ministry of the Holy Spirit, Christ alive, Christ with us, and we may be filled with him, so that in the moments when we do break bread, when we do sit together, when we do take time out, we may just know that God is real, God has journeyed, God is journeying, and Christ is alive, not in a cave. As I said, not even stuck in a church or in a Bible or in a thought or in history. Christ is alive today. He walks with you and with me. God bless you all.